I forgot about the bed. Wonder if this time pass. If not, then kind of a waste of time. So let's see. Nope, wasted time. Okay, I'm just gonna let them hatch. BRB. Alright. Little egg.
We also keep various creatures as pets.
Really? How does a species that uses the genes and bodies of other creatures view pets?
They are curiosities that bring some sense of presence and energy. They are also test subjects to be evaluated for potential genetic enhancements.
That's not a pet, Alan. That's a data point. Like you said, it's literally a test subject.
You do not think they can be both?
There's a distinction. Pets are something that you care for simply for the pleasure of doing so.
Would humans consider me to be your pet?
No, I said pleasure, Alan. This is more like a job.
Where I come from, you might be a pet.
I find that thoroughly disturbing.
Anyway, this is a Trila something. I forget the actual name. Trilove gold. It is a gold variation of a Trilobid, which means there's another one out there. Have could be able to learn common, you can learn tricks, also have unique capability of emotion, whether the form advanced from the mimicry, actual diminutive and unknown. Stop. So similar to the first Subnautica, you can have a pet, and it's not going to be the one pet. Anyway, I gotta wait for these to grow. Wow. Alright, as I was putting stuff in, all of the Cryptosuchuses hatched, which I did not expect. I was expecting the other thing. Call it. I was expecting the Squid Shark first, since that was the one I put in first, and then I put in the Cryptosuchus, but I guess not. Okay. Also, I was expecting the Hive Mind, but this is Cryptosuchus. So, go down here, and we'll place these guys. As you can see, these guys are really tiny. These are half the size of the adults. These are juveniles. They will not attack you. You have raised them, so they are raised together. They probably won't attack each other, but they definitely won't attack you. You are considered one of them, so they are cool with you. I like how tiny they are in the aquarium, and then when you release them, they're slightly bigger.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just waiting for the Squid Shark now. We'll release it next to this guy and show you the size difference. So obviously this guy's like the size of a sea truck. I like how they moved away from each other so I couldn't see. But yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of the size. Look at that! Fucking, like, this thing is so huge, too. This is meant to be, like, the size of the moon pool. So it's like, why is he not big enough to kill us? It's, like, the same size as the, you know. Yeah. It's really cool. Now we just gotta wait for these two things. I put some plants in here to kind of make it look nice. Grow, bitch, grow. Ta-da. Taking forever. I'm gonna use some of the titanium that we do have to make this place a little bit bigger. More lithium. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to make it bigger. Okay, so I made those 2 titanium ingots for no reason. I was thinking in my mind, like, okay, it must be too small, and they can't grow into big giant squid sharks because it's not enough room. But no, it's plenty of room. Okay, I guess I just put away the shit then. Damn. Over here, and let's put it away. Boom, boom, boom. And then, definitely need to work on some, power cells. Look how tiny they are. They're so fucking tiny. Oh my god. I'm trying to find the second one. Oh, there it is. He's so small and little. Then you put them down and they're fucking titans. Jesus. Kill! Kill my minions! Kill! That's what you get, pussy. These are my friends. So yeah, these guys will leave you alone. You raised them, so they're like, yeah, you're mama. You're a friend. Okay, good. And it's hard because it's like they constantly move. I want them to like turn towards them. There you go. That should be good enough, right? Yeah, it's cool. I like that one. Yeah. Now that we've grown our own creatures, let us return to Glacial Basin. I will see you guys there. Alright. If memory serves me right, be some eggy eggs in here. There should be eggs somewhere around these little glacial parts.
Hollow chamber in iceberg interior detected.
Hollow chamber. Look at eggs. The hell is that? Okay. 1 second as I fucking find my laser cutter. The fuck you mean laser axis? I don't remember this being a thing. I remember having to cut through ice, but not at this point. Another architect artifact? What the fuck? No. Okay, what the fuck is this room? Diamonds. We don't need diamonds. Don't really need magnetite either. Got more diamonds and gold. Silver and gold. Actually, you know what? We'll take the silver and gold. Use that for ion batteries. Yeah. Seems kind of weird. Like, why the fuck is this here? For the 1 ion cube? Okay. Not what I was looking for, but okay. Anyway, there should be... Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Jesus. It's like I fucking come in here to find something, and I find something else. Off it go. Off it go into the abyss. How you doing?
Let me see my papers. Yeah, okay. Just trying to get my bearings straight because it's been a day, so. Not been a day as in it's been a bad day, but been a day as in I fucking have been gone for a bit to do other things. I need to really get back into editing because we are on the edge. Like, I just put out 2 episodes today that were scheduled, and now I have no more videos scheduled, so I need to get going, need to get some episodes going. And then also one of my friends asked me about live streaming, so I might want to try to do that in a minute here. Maybe we can just live stream the final episode. Yeah, that'd be funny. It'd be 2 episodes less than the original, and we get the live stream. Get 2 birds with 1 stone. But anyway, not why we're here. We're here because gotta do things. The thing is gonna be fox hover pad. We need titanium. Obviously, we know where the titanium is up here because there's a fuck ton up here. This place is basically built for titanium and built for, you know, other things. I cleaned this area out, so we have to go over a little further to get the other shit. But we got a cold suit. We're fine. I know what you're thinking, Ember, why don't you make a reinforced suit since you just got that? Well, reinforced suit doesn't have cold capabilities, and we are still needing to do that. So we still need to be on the cold end for a bit. So obviously I cannot wear reinforced suit if I'm going to be cold. So obviously I need to, you know, be warm for a bit. And then once I'm warm enough, and we're done with this area, then I put the reinforced. I might as well pin. As I can remember. Up instead. Measured. There it is. Click. It's going to be a synthetic fiber, 2 diamonds, and 2 titanium, which I believe is cheaper than the original. I think the original had aggro gel and lead. Remember. There's our 2 titanium. We also need a titanium for the snow fox, so let's just get that as well. Because yes, we are going to build the snow fox. We are going to finally build it after so long. And you're going to see why I don't really like it too much. It's not bad. It's also not great. I have no water. None of them. Well, might as well grab that. Got no water.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Seek shelter. Do I have salt? I do not have salt. Okay, so I could have made a pitcher plant thing, but I fucked that up. You might be wondering why I'm here. Because I'm a jackass and I didn't bring titanium. Also didn't put away the 2 eggs that I was supposed to put away, so I might as well go put that away as it builds the snow fox. Beesums. Oh, bit of story time. Back in the day of old, when the snow fox was first added, it was added in the very first update, the very first installment of the beta. So it was basically here since the beginning. Because they were already working on the snow fox, they just didn't know where to put it yet. It was already invented, it was already made, but it just didn't have a place to be. And eventually they would think, okay, let's put it in the glacial basin. When it was put in the glacial basin, it was kind of clunky and not really that useful, but I'd say they did a pretty good job. There you go. Put away the eggs. Just let it build. We don't have to watch it being built. It's pretty cool looking, but I'd rather come back to it. I need to go get my inventory sorted because fucking I'm a dumbass. I didn't empty it out. Go on to no, I know. Keep these because these you can get rid of. If we have any more titanium, yep, take that. Yep. Okay. Oh boy. Just making sure I got everything because this is gonna be Take.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And we're gonna call you Scarlet, because why not? Scarlet and the red. There you go. Alright, time for the most unimpressive thing in the entire game. So the Snow Fox is meant to be this like rink-a-dink thing that you're able to ride around on the surface. Personally, I feel like this is like one of the most useless items in this game. Yeah, you can totally go super fast, yeah. It's not like there's a prawn suit that keeps you safe. Especially in the area where you don't want to bring the thing. So, insert the hydraulic fluid. Thanks for ruining that. I was gonna look at it as it was being built, but I picked it up instead. Another reason why I don't like this. Anyway. Hello? A flare, that's not a good sign.
I'm sensing interesting patterns to the northeast. It would be worth investigating. But be careful.
Of what?
I recall ravenous creatures tunneling beneath the ice.
The tunnelers. This is where they are, so now we have to go find them. Well, clench my sphincter, because this is going to suck. This is going to suck. The new creature that we are about to find is one of the cooler Leviathans in the game. If I were to rank it, I would definitely make it my number 2. However, I have to admit, not that scary. You'll see why. Clench thy sphincter if you're new to the game, because this will freak you out the first time. Thumpers! Speaking of Bahana and crew and the territory signed up in the mission and never told, the ice worms were lost. There you go, just move out of the way so we can do this shit. We lost the 5th of the crew before the Altera took any action. 6 of our friends were emergency shuttled off the planet. Marcus was supposed to retire after his job. Instead, he was skewered by an ice worm. Have you ever seen someone get skewered by an ice worm? These thumpers the company developed are just stopgap solutions. They just do a great job of distracting the ice worms when they have power. However, how are we supposed to use them when the batteries burn out so quickly? Would it possibly be possible to attempt to replace the batteries a little bit more in the long way? Respectfully, Delta Crew. So, thumpers. Forgot about those, to be really honest. This is one of the more useless items of the game as well. I take it back. Snow Fox is second useless. This is the most useless.
New blueprint synthesized.
So, to make it, I believe we need a, yep, magnetite. Okay, well, make that anytime soon. Go find magnetite first. Unless something else finds us first. Yo. Oh, hey, you're. Dang. Let me just scan here real quick, my brain. Where you it? I like how it doesn't immediately fly off. It's like, what are you doing? These are the sky rays that fucked up the satellite with its poo. Very cool. Largely seed-based sky rays. Originally, they were gonna make giant sky rays that were going to kill you and be assholes, but they decided against it because it was just too much to program, which is fair. And if that was too much to program, this new creature is gonna be even harder to program. I'm just gonna take it slow. slowly creep along. Nothing to worry about. Not like there's a giant ice worm or nothing. Gotta be very careful. You can hear them tunneling too, so that's the scarier part, just hearing them tunnel first. Can't get up here. Yeah. Where's my flashlight? Here you go. Take that out. Because I need to see. So far, so good. Usually they come out a little quicker than that. So we got silver. We don't really need silver. We could use some magnetite, which we don't have. Get a little water in here. Oh, Yeti demon. Huh. They're supposed to be in this area, but I guess they decided to be a little kind to me and give me a head start, I guess. I don't want to get that far into this without Bean. Bean is a lot safer. I don't want to waste too much time either. Alright, I guess we'll go farther in then. I'm really shocked. They usually attack like instantly by now. They do not give a shit. They attack you regardless. Oop. I don't know where the fuck he was. I don't know where the fuck it was. No. Oh. No, I'm fucking out of here. Fuck that shit. I ain't riding a bike out here. Fuck that. I need a fucking full suit of armor for that shit. Jesus Christ. So yeah, ice worms. You'd think at first, like, oh, they can't be that big. No. They're fucking massive 95-meter ass fucking bitches. Why do I remember 95 meters? Because that's fucking the biggest a Leviathan has ever been in this fucking game. 95 fucking goddamn meters. Which is bigger than the Ghost Leviathan, bigger than the Reaper Leviathan, bigger than the Glycerate, and I believe even bigger than the Void Glycerate. So how the fuck have we not seen this motherfucker yet? The most terrifying, demonic Leviathan. Well, it is story time. The Ice Worm was here in the beginning of the game. It was almost fully programmed. It was basically in beta during the betas. So it wasn't fully programmed. It wasn't like able to do anything besides just pop out of the ground and stare at you, then roar, and then it go back into the ground. I think it occasionally played different animations, but it wasn't like anything significant. I think it was mostly just for show. And it was mostly to test. So at first it was kind of close to this like glacial basin area kind of place. Then they moved it after the glacial basin was finally built. But once the glacial basin was built with the snow fox, you were able to jump across a little chasm to find this giant arena looking area with one ice worm in the middle where it was being tested. Eventually, they would add the ice worm area over here and say the glacial basin was not for ice worms. So originally you took your snow fox, you jumped across, and then you were in the ice worm area. But they changed it to where you have to build a bridge now. So there is no jump to the ice worm area. It is now a bridge. It used to be jump, but then they decided that that's stupid. So I don't know why they thought that was stupid. It'd be cool to just jump in here and be fucking scared to death. But you know, whatever. Just me. The ice worm, ever since that one update where you can't jump over here, have been just kind of jokes, to be honest. Like, I pretended to be scared there. I'm not really scared of this fucking thing. This thing's actually kind of mediocre at best. So, let me explain why. It is not a truly fully programmed creature. It is semi-programmed, which means it can only play cutscenes. It will only play animations. It won't do any, you know, roaming. It won't do any, like, actual, like, you know, hustling through the snow or anything. It will literally just stand there. Oh, would you look at that? It did nothing. You gonna play your little animation again? Oh, there you go. Alright, see you later, cutie pie. Here you are. It's so stupid. Like, its whole gimmick is to be this, like, big, fearsome, like, roadblock, and instead it becomes a tedious, fucking animated, like, you know, animation. Just take Dean, get your fucking grapple arm, and just get going. Fuck him. As much as I would love for him to be, like, this, like, terrifying creature, he's more of just a nuisance. Anyway, let's keep moving. Maybe that was their goal. Just make them a fucking nuisance, and then you have to deal with them. That way they feel accomplished, like they actually did something, even though they didn't do jack shit. It's like, fucking give them animations, bruh. Have them glide through the ice. Goddamn, it would be so simple to program in.
Architect data patterns are so strong here. There is almost certainly vital information pertaining to my body construction nearby.
New technology
No
acquired.
Fox ice worm reduction module. So yeah, they really want you to have the snow fox out here. They really want you to have it out
Welcome
here.
aboard,
Too
Captain.
fucking bad. I have Dean. Fuck off. Snow fox is just a side thought. In fact, let me save so I can show you what happens. If you grapple on the surface and you move way too quickly, sometimes you'll glitch through the ground. Glitch hard enough, you'll go through the ground. This was why I lost 2 hours of footage, because my dumbass couldn't slow down. I kind of am sad that they didn't use this for something. This could totally be like a really cool area to find more stuff. They could have done more with the, you know, spy pangling. No, no, no. Oh, I didn't save. Ice worm. Winkers. Chlunk. Alright, time to fucking read this beautiful beast. Inside of Dean, of course, because I'm cold. Extremely large, dangerous leviathan, roughly 95 meters long, with a thick-plated exoskeleton that burrows through the dense ice shelves in a minimal distances. Plating. The ice worm is covered in a thick exoskeleton, from its back face forward, facing with spikes. Oh my god, I can't fucking be good. The exoskeleton protects the soft upper body of the ice worm as it moves through the ice. The spikes create treads, rapidly scuttling melted water as it burrows, similar to tire treads. The interior, is that what it is? I don't know. The interior of the ice worm is covered in a thicker skin that doesn't require any plating. So the bottom half is thick fucking skin, about 3 inches of thick, maybe 5 inches of thick skin. The top, all armor. Super heated horn. The horn of the ice worm is the thickest part of the creature. The interior chamber of the horn is filled with deposits of raw alkaline metals. that react violently with water. So things like, sodium, creating an exothermic chemical reaction. As the ice worm burrows small microscopic grooves, continuously channel water into these chambers, allowing it to burrow with it. So the idea of the ice worm is that its horn is so fucking hot that it melts ice instantly, which is weird because how is it surviving its own heat? How is it able to do this? So the idea is the horn is so refined and so perfect that it was able to adapt into an icy frozen wasteland and become a super powerful weapon. Why it needed this horn, completely beyond me. It could easily just burrow on the ice snow, but it decided to go through the ice itself, not the snow. So it's actually even more crazy because ice is super hard. It will break fucking metal. So for this horn to be able to be superheated, crazy, but able to melt ice in seconds, that's even more crazy. It takes forever to melt ice. How the fuck do you instantly get through it? It must be 1,000 degrees or something. Good God, not even, it can't be 1,000 degrees, but you get the idea. It's so hot that it's able to instantly melt ice. Behaviors. The ice worm is an ambush predator. It relies on sound when traveling through the ice. When it lunges through the ice with its horn, it can use its mandibles to attack. The ice worm can be temporarily distracted, though, using supersonic devices. Aggressive, lethal. For a creature to grow this size on the surface is almost impossible due to gravity. However, the ice worm managed to completely bypass this. Its entire body has a flexible skeleton that allows it to maneuver through the ice with ease. Funnily enough, no creature is willing to eat the ice worm. Not a lot of creatures will try to eat it. Very few will try to eat it. If you actually look at the carcass itself, barely any bite marks are in it. There's little bite marks here, little bite marks here. Some of its body is missing, probably because of an ice worm. So they're probably eating each other because, survival of the fittest. Teeth are full, or the teeth are able to grab things and keep it from escaping its mouth. Thousands of rows of teeth, and then you got this giant, super massive horn. The color of which looks like sulfur. So it might be using sulfur in order to get through the ice. Maybe. There's a lot of salt in the game, so it wouldn't be too out of the question that it could just be a sulfur-based creature. Or, no, sorry, not sulfur-based. Basically, its horn is sulfur-based, which means it's able to use the sulfur to melt ice really quickly. In the next episode of Subnautica Below Zero, we're gonna go grab the piece of the architect body. Could be just right down here. See you guys next time.